Hello, my Aries friends. Welcome. Thank you so very much for being with me. This will be a general weekly reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for December 9th through December 15th. Of course, dates are approximate and flexible. In fact, sometimes I hate to even put a date on it because really you could find resonance with this message whenever you attract it to you. I mean, it could be 5 years from now. It might have resonance with you. So, it's approximately the 9th through the 15th. So take anything that resonates and leave the rest behind because it is general. Not everything will resonate with everyone. And just remember, never put anyone else's judgment before your own. So, almost on the floor here. Right now, we're getting cards for the physical, mental, and spiritual realms from the minor arcana, and then from the major arcana, we'll get the overall energy. And just a pre-card message for you, Aries. Whether it's for one of you, all of you, many of you, some of you, and that is you're making progress. You are making progress, even if you think you're not. You're making progress. It might seem like a slow go for you, but you're moving in the right direction. You're moving toward something better. So actually, I hope that resonates with everyone because it is a good message. So I don't normally take 2 cards for the overall energy, but it was taking a while for them to jump out, and I just I went to pick them up because I thought it was 1, and since it was 2, I felt that I was supposed to take them both. So we'll see how they fit in together. It was the Chariot on top of the Judgment card. So let's take a look at what we have here. So in your physical realm here, we have the 2 of Pentacles followed by the 7 of Swords. So some of you may find yourselves feeling like you've got too much going on right now. You've got too much going on. You may have overextended yourself. You may have overcommitted yourself. Some of you may be busy at work, and you kind of feel like you're having trouble dealing with all of it, and you might have too many things on your mind, things coming at you from all different directions, and you kind of feel like I really can't handle all of this, but for some reason others think I can, and they expect me to be able to do all of this, but I really feel like I can't, and I don't, you don't want to let them down. You don't want them to see that you can't handle it, but yeah, it's kind of like you don't want to let them down. You don't want them to think that you can't handle things. Okay, so you might be just again, a little overextended or a little too busy in this upcoming week. So in your mental realm, again, you're feeling like a lack of direction, and I feel like you're feeling like alone in this. This is what's on your mind. So based on what's going on with, feeling like you're overextended here, and that you don't even want others to know, that you don't want them to think you can't handle it and such, in your mental realm, you really are reflecting that, with you're feeling like you don't know what to do first. You feel as though, you almost feel maybe like you're at a breaking point, right? You're at a crossroads or a breaking point where, okay, I don't know what to do first. I don't know what to do first, and it's just too much. It's just too much. And it may be leaving you feeling kind of like, alone, like no one can see how difficult this is for you. Okay. And it's kind of like which came first, the focus on the negative energy here, and then the result of that, or or the feeling or the experiencing of the not being able to handle it kind of thing, right? They kind of go hand in hand. And at this point, being in the midst of it, the only thing you can change really is your mental focus in order to affect the physical experience, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at the rest, at what else is going on here. So in your spiritual realm, the message from the spiritual realm, the universe, all that is, we have the King of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so the King of Cups here for you, Aries, I feel two different messages here. So see which resonates with you, or even if both do. You may have, I feel like this is about work mostly. I feel for most of you this is about work. I mean, it could be family life. So this could be, this King of Cups could be a partner of sorts, or it could be a boss, male or female, it doesn't matter. But someone who can support you emotionally, someone who can maybe even alleviate some of the burden this week. And for others, I feel as though this is encouragement for you, saying, listen, you are not usually this emotional, or you don't have to be. You can take control of your emotions, which result from what you focus on. I mean, what you think about, what you talk about, what you focus on is what results in your emotion, and your emotion is what results in the vibrational frequency that you put out there in the world, and ultimately what you attract to you. So for some of you, this is someone who can help alleviate the pressure, and for others, this is an encouragement that you can control your emotions. You have done it before. You are able to refocus. And I feel that this is a message for some of you to get out ahead of it. Get out ahead of the upcoming week and refocus. If you see yourself becoming, negative, feeling overwhelmed, feeling like you don't know what to do first, feeling as though you're alone and you've got this breaking point, feeling the stress, feeling the pressure, then get out ahead of the emotions. Get out ahead of it. Whatever that means for you, whether it's making sure you meditate every morning, whether it is focusing on positive aspects in your life and being really deliberate about it, and reminding yourself that there's nothing serious here. This always passes. These things don't last. Just recognizing that you're having these negative emotions and these negative experiences sometimes is enough to just kind of, raise the vibration even just a little bit and get a positive momentum going. So you have another 5 here, right? You have the 5 of Pentacles in your mental realm, and you have the 5 of Swords here. And, the 5 is the number of change. And the universe is letting you know here that you need to change the way you are maybe dealing with others here. It may be that, the universe is encouraging you here to get a hold of your emotions because you are being short with others, sharp-tongued with others, and in turn attracting the negative back from others. Okay, so you might want to kind of think before you speak. If you feel aggravated with someone, for example, before you just say something, off the top of your head or have a knee-jerk reaction, pull back for a moment and, think of the King of Cups. Think of getting a hold of your emotions and realizing that, those sharp words will just attract more negativity back to you, right? This isn't so much about the other person, and yes, of course you care about their feelings, of course, but this is really about changing your own momentum and getting a grip on your own vibration here. So with the Three of Pentacles reversed, again, I feel like this is about work for a lot of you, and it's not, but even if this is your home life, it's not time to take on a new project. It's not even time to, start something new with anyone else. And again, even sometimes it's like, it's not time to start a new disagreement, argument, discussion with others, okay? It's really not time to take on anything new at this point, especially anything that involves others, okay? And I think you can recognize this based on some of these other energies here. This does seem quite specific, Aries. So I definitely feel like this entire message will not resonate with all of you. But if you recognize any of yourself in this, then, just use the cards here. Use the message as a guide, as empowerment, right? It doesn't have this is not a predictor of the week. This is not a predictor of how things will go. I never view my readings as predictions or fortune telling, really just as guides and empowerment and reminders. Even though we might know all of this stuff already, sometimes we all need reminders, okay? So 2 cards for the overall energy here, the Chariot and Judgment, okay? So with the Chariot energy here, this is really all about control and skill and mastery. And the universe is letting you know here that I feel like you're looking at this entire situation in the wrong way. You shouldn't feel as though you don't have control over things, and you shouldn't be worried about what others think, or even letting others know that you need help, for example, because you are extremely skilled and you have this energy around you that others recognize your skills, others recognize your worth. And if you do need help from anyone, or if you are overextended, you use your charioteer energy to have this, talk it out with the boss or with your spouse or whoever might be able to help you out. That's a message for some of you. But overall, the message for all of you who resonate with this in any way, shape, or form is that you are recognized for your skills. Like that you can take on so many things going in different directions. You are someone who can handle multiple things at a time under normal circumstances. It may just be that some negative momentum has gotten going here, and you feel like you can't, you believe you can't, you think you can't, and you kind of feel alone in this, but you're not, okay? And with the Judgment card here, it may be that some of you are judging yourselves too harshly. So like the Chariot being on top of that, it's kind of like, take control of your judgment. Take control of how you assess things, because you are looking at this all, you need to see yourself the way others see you, is what I'm feeling here. You need to see yourself the way others see you. You have the energy of the charioteer, and you are in control. And again, I feel as though you're recognized for that. So Aries, I really feel as though these two cards here coming up together with the overall energy is really really part of the message or advice here. Okay? You are in control. You need to recognize the skill and everything that you bring to the table, just as others see it in you. And this week, some of you may find yourself not doing that. But again, I feel like you can get out ahead of it, Aries. And just remember that you are the charioteer, that you are in control, that you can handle multiple things and multiple experiences, multiple areas of growth, and all sorts of things all at the same time here. So be open to that and let go of any judgment that you have of yourself or even those around you that is not serving you well. Okay? Okay, my Aries friends, this went kind of long, but a lot of messages here. And if it resonates not at all with you, check out your moon and rising sign readings. But I do want to thank you for being with me, and I hope you have a fabulous week ahead, and I will see you next week.